Yo, peace, bro. It's the Love King Raheem DeVaughn, and I just linked up with AliThePub.com. Keep it locked right here.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Drea with the Link Up, and I am here at SWAT with artist Raheem DeVaughn. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you for coming.
Now, your album drops May 5th, King of Loveland 2. Tell me what we can expect from that project.
It's actually not an album. It's actually one of my mini mixtapes. My most recent album dropped on September 3rd, 2013. It's called A Place Called Loveland. And yeah, this project is something like, it's kind of like a segue into the next album, which is A Place Called Loveland Volume 2. And so King of Loveland 2 is you know, just something for the fans. It's free. You know, it's a follow-up to King of Loveland Volume 1, which is a mixtape I dropped a few months ago. You know, so I just, you know, in between the albums, I like to give, you know, give the fans something free, just the vibe too. You know, it's a different climate for music now. You gotta stay hot. You gotta dictate your own sound, and you know, and it's a microwave world. So you gotta, you know, give people, they want it right now. Everybody wants their tomorrow right now.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. So you've been in the game for about 12 years now, and I want to say you started out at Tower Records putting price tags on CDs.
I started long before that. That was actually the last job that I had.
Okay.
Ironically, before becoming a full-time musician, you know, artist, philanthropist, and humanitarian. So it's been a long journey. You know, I put out 3 albums in 5 years. You know, after dropping the first album in 2005, I took a little break. You know, after 2010. Just to get some business in order. I'm now an independent artist, by the way. You know, so everything that I drop is independent. I own my masters, all my work, and that type of thing. So it's great to be relevant and be able to, and still be able to sell records, and you know where music is today, the climate of where it is today, and it's you know, definitely a blessing.
In 2005. Now, it debuted at 46. How did that make you feel, you know, especially with being recently signed in 2002?
Oh, it was cool. I mean, you know, I've had better success than that. Like, they've gotten higher up the charts as a one of them.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But I was just, like, I've never been one of, like, being in the charts and stuff like that, you know, too much, or look at first week sales. Like, I was just glad that the album was out at that point. You know, fast forward to 2008. You know, I had my first Grammy nomination ever, 2009, my second one, and 2010, you know, my entire body of work, the Love and War Masterpiece, was nominated for a Grammy. So, you know, it's cool. I try not to get really wrapped up in the accolades, because I feel like in this business, you're as great as your last hit, as great as your last album, as great as your last song.
So let me ask you this, with you being nominated 3 times, and that's such a huge accomplishment, it's an honor. Did it push you, when you didn't take home those awards, did it push you to do anything differently with your following works?
Nah, because I don't base my, you know, success upon, you know, wealth, awards, and all that cool stuff. I think it'll happen in time. You know, that's not why I'm not, you know, I don't make music for that purpose, you know. So it's cool. I'm so motivated. So I use every opportunity of making a new song or making a new album to challenge myself, both hoping that it will be better than the last, or as consistent as the last.
Okay, and speaking of your creativity, now you've been both signed underneath a label, and then you experienced being an independent artist. Does that play any at all into your creativity, into making your work?
Nah, I mean, you know, being an independent artist again with, you know, the following that I have, the cult following that I have now, you know, hundreds of thousands of people that could potentially go out and buy an album of mine, you know, it's great. I'm on cruise control. You know, it actually gives me more freedom to be more experimental. You know what I mean? I always had the creative freedom, but it gives me more freedom to just, you know, just be as creative as I want.
Now, I can't do my interview without asking you about the Love King. Now, if y'all don't know, he brands himself as a Love King. So I gotta ask, what makes you an expert on it?
Let me explain that. So it's not a thing of being arrogant. It's a thing. This is it. in your place called Loveland, you should feel like a queen, and I should feel like a king. You know what I mean? And so every brother out there that buys my album, whether it's black, white, green, tall, small, you know what I mean, well endowed, whatever the case may be, he needs to feel like a king in his place called Loveland, and that queen needs to, whether she's plus size, you know what I mean, purple, black, blue, you know what I mean, like she needs to feel treated like a queen. You know, aside from that, you know, the love that I have for music and that I have for my people and the communities, that's just not about, you know, making bedroom songs, you know what I mean, a song for the bedroom songs for intimacy. You know, I have passion of making socially conscious records as well, you know, like songs like Bulletproof and you know, I've always had those songs on every album, you know what I mean? So that's something that people, you know, appreciate for me, and you know, I get the comparisons to Marvin Gaye and whatnot. So it's that too is a blessing, you know. Just being able to ride that line, the thin line of both, you know, the conscious, socially conscious, and then, you know, the conventional R&B soul music as well.
Okay, and speaking of, you recently started your own foundation that kind of, you know, helps.
Love Life Foundation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as recent as last Saturday. Yeah, so we officially launched. We're gonna be doing some great things. The first of many is going to be you know, in my city, DMV area. We're doing what we call a Cancer Classic, and it's an old school ride. You know, I also like the bikers out, and we're gonna take a ride. You know, everybody will be able to join the ride by, you know, submitting. You know, you make a donation, and you come out with your old school, you know, and shining, you know, suited and booted, full wheel motion, and we're gonna ride out from one stadium in Maryland to the world famous RFK Stadium in DC, and tailgate and have entertainment. You know, and basically party with a purpose. You know, to do great things. You know, for kids with cancer over at Children's Hospital.
Thank you so much for sitting down, talking to me. Tell everybody how they can cop the album or the mixtape on Monday.
The mixtape on Monday will be available on datpiff.com. Once again, that's datpiff.com. Also, livemixtapes.com, RaheemDeVaughn.com. Twitter, Instagram, all that cool stuff.
And if you want to keep up with your girl, hit me up on IG and Twitter at JustDreaTV, and stick with JustDreaTV.com and AlleyThePub.com for more.